There is Jack Del Rio, the 41-year-old head coach of the Jaguars. You see how he's turned this franchise around after a 1-7 start last year. They've won 7 of their last 11 and at 3-0 stand atop the AFC South. Tony Dungy in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. A guy known for defense, but he has a sensational offense led by Manning. Heat could be a factor. Heat index is up. Temperature 85, high humidity, and as you see, a 30% chance of rain.
Split the series, and you can see there, this is where the Jaguars have had problems, and they're not getting much better at the early going. 3rd and 8 is not what they want to be in.
And as we pointed out, Steve, at the outset, they are the worst in the league at converting 3rd downs, less than 18%, 6 of 34. Here's a throw to the flat. Turning it up is Fred Taylor, and he gets the 1st down. He lunges, the linesman comes in, and the spot is favorable to Taylor, and he gets 8 yards and a 1st down. Well, that was a 1st down gamble going deep. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back up, another out pattern, another connection. This is a guy that's made some great contributions. Ernest Wilford, a rookie from Virginia Tech, drafted in the 4th round. He won the game at Buffalo with a leaping catch in the last play. A 12-yard reception and a first to Taylor, and now to Wilford. Up the middle, Taylor working for yards. You know, Steve, that they're reading number 28 every play, looking for him. He can tear it up.
And they may. I mean, you see the way they've played this year. They look as good as anybody in the National Football League.
He can outscore you. Here's a throw, and Reggie Williams, the rookie receiver from Washington, on a slant pattern. A good throw by Leftwich, and a 13-yard gain and a 1st down. So
that open at any point this season.
Well, he's already thrown 6 times. The Colts were not expecting it. They thought they'd see a run game. But he still may. Here's a part of the run game, and Taylor gashes the middle of the defense of the Colts and gets ahead on 2nd down and 10 for a gain of 7 yards since 1970. Straight ahead run, and LeBrandon Tofield. Stelling Taylor bangs a 25-yard line. 2 on 4th down. Taylor. I don't know. I don't think he got there. He did not, it doesn't appear.
He didn't get there.
Cato June, outside backer, reading him all the way, makes the stop, and they take over the ball.
You'll watch here, and the thing that kills this play is penetration. Right there, you see guys coming over the top, knifing in. Monte Rieger knifes in. The rest of the defensive backfield jumps right through. Penetration killed the short yardage, and that was the reason.
4th and 2 try, take over the ball. Jaguars have been 4 for 4 on 1st down tries this season. Before that, here's Manning. Beautiful throw up the middle to it's Stokely. Brandon Stokely high in the air. A guy that Manning says is an emerging top player. They've been throwing to each other for 10 years. Down in the way. He says he doesn't like to change him, but he will if he has to. He'd like to stay with what's caught him. Here's a beautifully received ball by Brandon Stokely, who played for his father Nelson Stokely in college at Louisiana Lafayette. Mutual respect. Hayden told us yesterday that Tom Moore, when we talk about needing to score, he says our job is to score more than them. Here's another throw to Stokely, a knockout hit, but he holds on as Deion Grant, number 37, pops him. But Stokely getting free in the secondary of the Jaguars. This for a 16-yard gain.
And this is one of the reasons the Colts are successful. Marvin Harrison's probably the best wide receiver in the National Football League. Can't hone in on a certain person.
Stokely's caught 3, and he's averaging 17 yards a catch to the end zone. Touchdown, it is Harrison. A 15-yard thing of beauty. Peyton Manning to Marvin Harrison. And Harrison makes his 3rd touchdown catch of the year as the Colts as they...
Marvin Harrison, he goes up, and watch how he goes up for this ball. It's over the defender. Only he can catch it. I mean, now you can look back at where this drive started. Jack Del Rio decided to go for it on 4th down. I thought it was the right thing to do because it was 0-0 early in the game. You can recover.
Don Criqui with Steve Tasker as Peyton Manning and the Colts go down the field in 7 plays, 75 yards, and Marvin Harrison on the payoff end, a 15-yard touchdown reception. He's made plays when games have been on the line. Limited passing numbers, but a 3-0 record. Now he looks again, throws a nice-looking ball, and it's caught for a 1st down at the 44-yard line of Indianapolis. As coming across the field is Brian Jones, one of the tight ends. Their starting tight end, Kyle Brady's still out after a surgery on his hand, his finger. 17-yard gain.
And this is one of the things that the Colts need to do. They have to get more pressure on Byron Leftwich. He had plenty of time to throw that, and he'll get hit on this, but this is one of the things the Jaguars like about him. He throws this ball, he takes a shot after the throw, but he stands in the pocket, and ultimately that's what you've got to do. Stand in the pocket and beat.
He really got stung that time. Taylor, ball on the field. Colts have it. So Fred Taylor, who rarely fumbles, and that's the first fumble lost this season for the entire team, coughs it up. Good field position.
Well, if you want to know how to lose to a good offensive team, keep giving them opportunities. And Fred Taylor just coughs this up. That's what the Jaguars cannot afford.
David Thornton stripped the ball.
The way they have.
Manning hands off. Edgerrin James looks for room on 2nd and 10. Gets ahead for a gain of 5. Yeah, he said people talk about they call 3 plays in the huddle at one time. He said, how can we? We don't huddle. We're playing no huddle. Here is a good catch and a nice tackle short of the first down. Now they ruled they did not have possession of the ball, Harrison. And the Colts will have to punt the ball for the first time. 2nd down coming up. They need a long 7. Again, they position their quarterback in the shotgun. Leftwich stands in, makes a throw. Nicely timed for a first down to Jimmy Smith. His 11th catch of the year is good for 10 yards and a first down.
Do what he does best.
Well, he's doing it well. He's 5 of 10 throwing the ball for 58 yards. And he's got a rifle here. He throws it over the middle out of Fred Taylor on first down. Taylor spins and gets to the 40-yard line. And they say who puts any mistake behind him, he's got a short memory for things that don't go right.
Rio on Byron Leftwich.
Fred Taylor says, Steve, he's the most optimistic person Leftwich he's ever met. Driving on 3rd down and finding a way is the big back from Florida State, the 250-pound rookie Greg Jones. Sapp wrestles him down. Time coming up in February. Sold out Alltel Stadium, Jacksonville, Florida. Leftwich breakers it over the middle, makes a connection. Troy Edwards running with the ball for a first down, and he gets it to the Colts' 36-yard line. More comfortable there. That's where he threw for thousands and thousands of yards at Marshall. From the shotgun, here's a tight spot. He tries to fit it in, and the Colts might have come early and hit the receiver, Reggie Williams. It is a marker down.
Pass interference. Number 25, defense. Automatic first down, spot of the foul.
Oh, well, this is his 36th straight start. He hasn't missed the game the previous 2 seasons, nor this one. 3rd down throw to the end zone. Jimmy Smith, it looks like he was out of bounds. Well, I think they'll kick the field goal here, and here comes the field goal unit. It's a rookie from Louisiana Tech, Josh Scobie, who
on a hair more, or Leftwich has got to throw it a hair earlier.
And it brings up a 35-yard field goal try by the rookie Scobie. And Scobie is off the mark. So the Colts give up yards, but again, give up no points. They continue to lead at 7-0 on a day when the temperature on the field is in the 90s with high humidity. 2nd and 11 now for Manning and the Colts. Handoff. And Edgerrin James breaks it ahead for a gain of about 7 yards. Here's Manning up against it. Crowd noise intense. 3rd down. Here comes the rush. The throw and a beautiful connection for a first down to Reggie Wayne on a crossing pattern. 3rd down. They needed 5. They got 10. He's probably the best ball handler of any quarterback in football. He freezes the defense a lot with his fakes. Edgerrin James runs the ball on first down and runs it well for 7 yards. Well, so far today, James has run 7 times for 31 yards, now 8 times. On 2nd down, he'll be just short of a first down by about a yard. And now they set the power package. 1 wide receiver, double tight ends on 3rd and a little over a yard. Play fake. Manning dumps it over the middle. And he can't get it to his tight end, Dallas Clark. The first time, missed it on the 2nd. And here's a handoff, and Taylor breaking tackles, works into the open field. And a guy who's been a nightmare not only for the Colts but a lot of teams breaks a 16-yard run. He's starting to build his numbers now. Play fake. Leftwich throws in the flat. Gets the ball to Ruster, his tight end, on a 2nd down play. He needed 7. They got about 5. David Thornton, who forced the fumble earlier, is the guy on the stop. 3rd down. They need a long 2 from the shotgun. Colts come with a 3-man rush. They drop 8. Here's a throw and a catch. LeBrandon Tofield, who doesn't get thrown too often, swings out of the backfield and gets the 1st down. Yeah, they less than 18% on 3rd downs, 71% today. There's a throw and a nice catch by Tofield, a low thrown ball, as Tofield makes the best offensive play of this day for the Jaguars. That was a hard ball to catch, knee high and thrown hard. 8 converting 3rd downs, almost all on crossing patterns with the sideline. Here is a straight ahead run, so Tofield catches and then he runs and drives it ahead on a 1st down carry for 7 yards. The spot is now. Leftwich setting up under center. Tofield, and good defense by the Colts as he is struck as soon as he gets the handoff. Cato June. They're kind of undersized, the Colt linebackers, but they're fast. Now the quarterback has to make a play on 3rd down and 5. Ball on the field. It is picked up by a lineman and saved so they can punt it. But Robert Mathis got in and knocked it free. A big defensive play, and Mo Williams, the right tackle, picked it up.
Ball down his waist. You see how he holds it. He's got it in his chest right there. But watch when the ball is slapped, it's way down low. That's why a quarterback will fumble, and you can't afford that. Hope I get another ball to make up for that.
You can't throw it to him underhanded. It couldn't have been easier, but here's a throw downfield, and look at the catch by Stokely. The sure-handed Brandon Stokely makes a terrific play for 12 yards and a 1st down. Marvin Harrison caught the touchdown pass, the only score of the game. Manning looks, and then throws over the middle for plus yards, getting it to Marcus Pollard. So Stevie does go back to him. 9-yard gain.
Yeah, back into coverage, had 6 or 7 guys in coverage, nowhere to throw.
Now a ball, an open receiver. Again, it's Stokely with his 5th catch of the half. And it's a very substantial gain for a 1st down, a 14-yard gain. Stokely, originally a 4th-round draft choice of the Ravens. He keyed a Super Bowl win against the Giants. Caught an early touchdown pass, and they were never headed. And now Manning with a terrific play to Marvin Harrison, who works the middle of the field and gets it inside the 35-yard line as the Colts gash the Jaguars for a 21-yard gain.
The Colts into it. He's got to walk out and speak to everybody right in their face so they can hear him.
Manning gets a lot of time, makes the connection, and again, it is Brandon Stokely catching the ball on an out pattern for 6 yards.
And they're in field goal range.
As of course they won at the end of the game against the Patriots in a 3-point loss that opening night. Vanderjagt booms it, and he is down the middle. And the Colts extend their lead to 10-0. Colts sometimes have been rushing just 3 and dropping the lineman in coverage. They come with 4 here. Here's an over-the-middle throw, and Reggie Williams, their #1 draft choice, makes the play. They can use the middle of the field because of the timeouts. They use 1. They have 1 left. That was an 18-yard gain. 12 points a game on the average at no points. Colts leading at 10-0. Here comes the rush, and out pattern, and goes to Wilford, another rookie. Reception for Ernest Wilford. And they get out of bounds to stop the clock now with 23 seconds left. They have 1 timeout left. Out pattern. Wilford works the sidelines and gets the 1st down. Steps out of bounds now with just 18 seconds to play. So you've got time, really, for 2 more throws.
And they can throw 1 down the field. I mean, they could take a shot at the end zone if they want.
Ball at the 44. Over the middle throw. Working hard and getting to the 32. And 1st down and a timeout. So now the Jaguars are out of timeout.
Better chance than that if possible. But right here, I think you got to go for the end zone.
Sideline pattern, well done as Wilford gets out of bounds, and really only got about 3 yards, so he does make it a little shorter. Now you got to kick it.
Ball right out of the box. We'll see.
Hanson the holder. Kick on the way, and it looks good. It is, and so on the final play of the half, officially a 48-yarder. Josh Scobie gets points for the Jaguars. They go to the locker room trailing the Colts 10-3. We'll be back with the Nextel halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. And welcome back to Alltel Stadium. At the half, the Colts lead the Jaguars 10-3. Don Criqui with Steve Tasker. The Jaguars lead in total yardage, time of possession, first downs. But the Colts have managed a mistake-free game, Steve, and lead it.
And that's been the difference. The Jaguars are doing exactly what they wanted to do, except they've missed a field goal, missed on a fourth down conversion, and taking themselves out of the opportunity to score 6 points. Otherwise, it's a much closer game. But defensively, they're playing it right down the alley, right where they wanted to play it.
You get the feeling that turnovers are going to loom large in the second half. Only one in the first half, almost two for the Jaguars. You'll recall the fumble by Fred Taylor, and then Leftwich was stripped of the ball, but they got it back. But the Colts are playing a very mistake-free game, a very solid game on the road.
And it's going just about the way that we thought it would. Defensively, Jaguars have done it. Individually, if you want to look at all the guys that are having good days, Peyton Manning and Byron Leftwich look pretty good statistically, pretty even. If you look at the fantasy notebook, there's 11 and 19. Manning not completing as many passes as he is used to, although their yardage is the same. Leftwich still hasn't turned the football over. And then the running game has been effective but not dynamic.
There's our receivers. Stokely, Steve, was a real force.
Yeah, Stokely was the big story in the first half. Jimmy Smith only one catch for 10 yards. They've got to get him more involved.
The last line of defense, the safety comes over and saves the day for the moment. Here is Fred Taylor working his way ahead. He is only great, Fred Taylor, as he right through the heart of the defense. He rips it off for a gain of 17 yards and a first down. I think, Steve, we're going to see a lot more Fred Taylor now as the heat wears on in the game.
We just want to get half of that yardage on second down here to give themselves a chance on third.
Well, and is it Jimmy Smith coming up with the ball? He did, and he did get it back that half you're talking about, Steve, and maybe a little bit more as he gets to the 47. That'll bring up third and about 5. Not all season. 6 of 9 today. Less than 18% third down conversions in the first 3 games. Rowe gets first down. Reister, the tight end, wide open, coming underneath, and he moves the ball on a 10-yard reception. Up under center now, but he'll tell you he's much more comfortable from the shotgun. Taylor, I don't know how he does it. And there's people all over him, and he finds his way ahead for a gain of a good 5 yards. Peyton Manning's second year, he was 13-3. Here is a driving run by Taylor with so many moves. He's a 235-pound back who has consistently in his career, when they time him in camp, run under 4.4. Dwight Freeney. Handoff. This is Hofield, and he breaks open, almost lost the ball, and then on 2nd and 8, drives ahead for a gain of about 4.
The guy behind him is fresh off the bench.
And Leftwich has been sacked just once today. Manning has not been sacked, only twice all season. Here's Cofield. Good defense on third down. Brad Scioli beats the blocker and gets to the man with the ball, and there's a knockdown to bring up fourth down. 42-yard field goal attempt by Scobie. Gets the ball and drives it through. So the Jaguars, after trailing 10-0, inch closer, down 10-6.
So not only for the teams, but the crowd too.
Manning to throw on 1st and 15. He gets his man and works in the sideline beautifully. Is Edgerrin James. Nicely done by the Colts. Aiken Adele runs him out of bounds. Expert at working in a hostile environment with the hand signals. Hands off to Edgerrin James, and he breaks it ahead for an Indianapolis first down. They gain 4. Aiken Adele, a former Purdue defensive end, now a linebacker.
Stuff out.
Manning again faking nearby, and the ball is actually caught. And on the run is Marcus Pollard catching a tip ball, and he's got a first down. On 2nd and 8, a tip ball up for grabs, nearly intercepted. Bobby McCray got a tip on the ball, but started deep in their own end, moving it out now to their 43. Another play fake to James, lobbing the ball beautifully, and Edgerrin James out of the backfield is the receiver, and he's ahead for a first down to the 47-yard line, 11 yards.
Not towards him.
He can handle the ball, work magic with it. Here's James. Edgerrin James now gashes a tough defense for plus yards. He gets ahead for 7. Pointing out potential blitzers, and here they come. He hands off to Rhodes, running wide, and Dominic Rhodes turns the corner. And he is ahead for a Colt first down. A really standout drive by the Colts here in the third quarter. 8-yard gain and a first down.
You know what he was doing.
Another good run as Dominic Rhodes finds room into the right side of the Jaguars defense. And he carries the ball down close to the 24-yard line, an 8-yard gain.
Defenses.
Back to Rhodes. And he breaks it down to the 16-yard line. Another Colt first down, an 8-yard gain on the play. Manning's about due to hit him with a throw over the middle into the end zone. Play fake, throw over the middle to the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. Marcus Pollard. He knew it had to be coming, and there it was, a 16-yard touchdown throw. But the Jaguars, a low-scoring offense, in trouble now. A touchdown throw to Pollard over the middle. Now, the Jaguars try to get back in the game, and they won't do it that way as Fred Taylor is read all the way. Scioli is in to get him for a loss of 5 yards in the backfield. Over the middle throw, a beautifully caught ball. A penalty markers down in the Colts secondary, and the second one as the ball was caught by the very fast Troy Edwards, who was earlier in his career, 6 years ago, a first-round draft choice of the Steelers.
They put that rule in place.
There are a couple guys with less speed that can't get separation off the line. Here's a throwdown and a connection to the near side to Fred Taylor, who works the sidelines for a first down. Leftwich takes a look, makes a throw, and a good catch made at the 40-yard line. 9-yard gain to Troy Edwards. Jerome Sapp, a hard hit, but he holds on, and it's now going to be second down and just about 5 yards to go for the first down.
And just like the Indianapolis Colts, the Jaguars go to the 3 wide receiver package and throw it inside the numbers to Troy Edwards, a guy who's built for that. He's 5'10", 195, but they've got to make it pay off. You see there, 38 possessions, only 41 points on the season. Amazing that they're 3-0.
And these Colts, who give up 25 points a game on the average, allowing only 6 today. 2 field goals. Here's a throw and a catch. And Tofield makes another fine play. Jim Nelson, the linebacker, drags him down, but it is a first down, so they do convert after the false start penalty made it 1st and 15. And here's another of those all-important third downs coming up. Jaguars have converted 7 of 11. Throw. What a catch by Wilford. Man, what a play. Here's a guy that's winning games as a rookie. A 24-yard snag. He's got fish hooks on his hands.
As he comes right up inside the hash mark, and this ball's going to be zipped in there, and he plucks it right out of the air. Man, that's a big-time play, and you know, you get up from that, like throw. That picks everybody up, even on the sideline.
Boy, does it. Leftwich has hit his last 9 throws, and now the big back, the former Seminole, Greg Jones, bangs in and takes the ball to the 2-yard line, and where it'll be second down and goal. He is the touchdown maker over the seasons, and he gets the ball. Fred Taylor's heading down, and he loses yardage. Tremendous defensive stand by the Colts again as they are pumped. Rob Morris, their middle backer, was the lead tackler.
You talk about this Colt defense, it's completely different than Jacksonville's defense.
That of the Colts. Well, the Colts have done the scoring, lead 17-6. Now it's 3rd and goal for the Jaguars. Leftwich looks, throws, and it's incomplete. And 4th down arises as it comes in low to Troy Edwards. Defense, Jags allowing just 9 points a game until today. But it's the Colts who played the great defense, giving up just now 3 field goals. But the Jaguars do inch closer, but they've not yet gotten into the Indianapolis end zone. Crowd against his team. Omley working behind his center. Play fakes, makes a throw. Intercepted. I think that's intercepted. It's a live ball, and the officials are running. It's a live ball. An unbelievable interception.
Oh, now they're waving it off.
Yeah, the officials were present. Here comes it. Jack Del Rio firing the right flag out. The official.
And they did let the play progress, so Jack Del Rio may have a chance to.
If you're ever wondering if a play's alive, watch the officials. If they're running with the ball.
And he got up immediately. I mean, there was no hesitation. He believed he caught it.
This is the rookie, Darryl Smith from Georgia Tech.
And right now, there's not enough to overturn it. They're going to review it.
Games Divisional championships in the long run turn on decisions like this.
Reversed.
After reviewing the play, the defender tips the ball with his left hand, and the ball hits his right hand before hitting the ground. He does possess the ball. It is an interception.
Well done by the NFL on the replay unit.
Jacksonville will be awarded the ball at the 49-yard line and is not charged with a timeout.
Doesn't go where he's wanted, his live ball, and great play. Look how he keeps alert.
It's a second-round draft choice from Georgia Tech.
No question about it.
Nobody touches him now.
Field position.
So they did allow the interception. There's a beautiful throw to the sideline to the rising player Reggie Williams.
Now the thing that you want to look at in this is a premature whistle on the interception. Get this first down if you're Jacksonville.
I think they'll go to Fred Taylor running right. Fred Taylor. They throw him back. It's fourth down. And 2. Cato June shot the gap.
Taylor the ball carrier. Cato June with the tackle.
Just over a yard. Now blitzer's coming. They come with 4 men. A long ball, unbelievable, and it's caught by Jimmy Smith, and he's in. It's a touchdown. What a gamble. They go deep on 4th and 1. 40-yard score. Leftwich fires. He had it. What's this now? He had it and left it. It is good. There's another one. We might have a...
This is the ISO. You got the best receiver on the field, man on. Nick Harper trying to cover him, and an absolutely perfect throw from Byron Leftwich on 4th and 1.
Boy, that was a gamble. I mean, I guess if you're an underdog and a team trying to rise up, you got to take those chances. And they do it and hit an 8-point play with a 2-point conversion, and we're tied.
You know, Don, that's why players become great. It doesn't matter if the chips are down or if it means nothing. If you've got a matchup you like, you've got to be disciplined and professional enough to pull it off.
And let's watch Manning go to work. Edgerrin James gets sung. He's taken down at the 29-yard line. A gain of just over 2. Seconds remaining in week 3, and so it goes. Manning with a fake. Here comes the rush. Dumps it off. James is taken down. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 5. 3 and a touchdown and no interceptions. Manning under duress throws the ball, and he can't get it there. They have to punt. They came with a blitz. Donovan Darius.
Pass was thrown. Holding. Number 30. Defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Dwayne Washington called for holding, so the Colts stay alive with the ball.
Perfectly right at the top of your screen, right here.
Where's the foul? Calling signals against huge crowd noise. They try to gash him, and they do. As up the middle, Dominique Rhodes runs with the ball and gets ahead for a first down to the 47-yard line. An 11-yard gain. Adele was on the stop.
Got to overcome this crowd noise and be poised. This is a big test for the Colts offense.
Play fake. Manning takes a look. Out pattern. And with his first catch of the second half and his 7th of the day, Brandon Stokely gets the ball into the area of the Jaguar side of the field, an 8th kicker in NFL history. James runs, and he has a first down for the Colts to the 42-yard line of the Jaguars. At Gillette Stadium against the Patriots in a 3-point loss. Hard throw by Manning, knowing just where he wanted to go, and it was to his ace, Marvin Harrison. The guy who's been to the last 5 Pro Bowls and who caught the opening score of this day.
The field, they bend but don't break and try and get you to settle for 3 points. We have to run the ball.
Jags keep coming with a 4-man rush, and here is a throw off the flank. Beautifully timed throw to Reggie Wayne for 10 yards and a first down. Manning stands in, makes the throws. Brandon Stokely for the first down, and the penalty marker's down.
Jack Del Rio thinks. And that's going against the
half the
defense.
distance. Touchdown. Edgerrin James takes a hit, drives on, and the Colts go ahead 23-17 with the extra point coming up and 3:38 left to play.
He said we have got to run the ball down close. And Edgerrin James puts his head down and his shoulders down and powers his way in.
The Colts extend their lead to 24-17, and now
2nd and 10. Leftwich stands in. What a catch, a diving reception. They're going to rule these down. That's Troy Edwards. These guys. See what? Leftwich, a yard short of 300 yards for the day passing. Long ball. He times it up with Reggie Williams. And a penalty marker thrown against the Colts. A huge penalty. Now they're waving it off. They're going to pick the penalty marker up. It is on the field.
Number 11, offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
A rare call against the offense on pass interference.
And you'll see, and it's very easy call. Watch as he's working against Donald Strickland. Strickland, if he's looking back for the ball, he's got as much right to his other. And you can see there, he just gets two hands in the middle of his back. And there you see Anthony Floyd. It looked like he...
Edgerrin James in position to take it in for a go-ahead touchdown, and here's the
After
ruling.
reviewing the play, the defender has possession of the ball, and his right foot is on the ground. His right knee goes into the back of another defender, and before he can get a second foot in bounds, his left hand hits out of bounds. Therefore, the ruling on the field is correct. It is an incomplete pass. Indianapolis is charged with his first timeout.
Wow. So after all that, they still have the offensive pass interference to deal with.
7. Leftwich makes the throw and a connection and gets back about 8 yards. It's going to be second down and 13. It'll be a 7-yard gain. Wilford catches. Harper makes the tackle. Deficit. And then the Colts took it down the field and scored. They go ahead on an Edgerrin James run. And now Tony Dungy watching his defense, number 32 in the NFL, trying to hold off the young quarterback, Byron Leftwich to the Jaguars, who is having a great day throwing the ball, standing in. And it's ruled a clean breakup because defending on the play was Cato Jones. Here's a couple of the big plays from earlier, a couple of critical scores.
This is the interception. This was actually overturned. They called it an incomplete pass.
Then it was overruled and ruled an interception. And then on 4th down and 2, 4th and 2, Leftwich went deep and hit his wide receiver Jimmy Smith for a 40-yard touchdown. And here is the go-ahead touchdown by Edgerrin James not that long ago. And now the Jaguars, who have been coming from behind week after week, trying to dig out of the hole again. Leftwich, fastball. Makes the catch on 3rd down. It's a yard short. We're down to the 2-minute warning. This is 4th down and just over a yard. They have to make this play. Linesman comes in.
It's going to be very, very close.
He gets this by the nose of the ball the way the linesman came in.
I don't think he got it. Crucial, but that...
They don't get it with the mark. It won't help. Ball will turn over, and the Colts are probably going to win the game with 1:52 left. Jaguars do have 1 timeout left, so Jack Del Rio's team, which has found a way 3 straight weeks. They start out 3-0, and they're since 1970, no team has scored as few points in the first 3 weeks as the Jaguars, 35 total, and had a 3-0 record, but somehow they've managed to win. But today, it looks bleak right now because the artful Peyton Manning is going to engineer this clock down and out.
It allows him to find them. That was the difference.
Edgerrin James will run. Edgerrin James turning it wide, looking to stay in bounds, and he breaks it down the sideline and gets out of bounds, so he stops the clock, but he does get a first down. And so with 1:41 left to play, the Colts and the Jaguars with no timeouts will be able to run out the clock. Is the knockout punch as Tony Dungy comes away with a huge win in Florida. Peyton Manning playing a terrific game, 20 of 29 for 220 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that is the story. The Chargers. You have been watching the NFL on CBS. Thank you for being with us.